So today we're going to talk about how you form an ionic bond. So we have some definitions we should go over before we actually get started. So the first thing is, what is an ionic bond? An ionic bond is what happens between a metal and a nonmetal. And if you're looking at your periodic table, it's basically from carbon to the left is a metal, and then from carbon to the right is a nonmetal, excluding carbon. We're going to talk about carbon when we talk about a covalent bond, but not an ionic bond. With an ionic bond, it's the complete transfer of an electron. They don't share them, they completely give it up. So in my example here, that we'll do in a second, calcium will completely transfer its electrons over to oxygen because it doesn't want them anymore. When you do an ionic charge, when you do an ionic bond, you have to have a net ionic charge of 0. So if you look, a net ionic charge of 0, you don't want a charge. So you want the charges to balance out so that there isn't an overall charge involved. So let's take our first example. So our first example is combining calcium and oxygen together. So if we look at our periodic table, here's our little sheet, right? So calcium is a group 2 metal, so it's right there. So it has a +2 charge, or 2 positive. Oxygen, which is over here, is a 2 minus charge, okay? So when calcium and oxygen go together, they're going to form just CaO. The bonds are going to form between the calcium and the oxygen, and the charges are going to eliminate each other. So you don't need any more than just one of each of them. So let's do a few more examples. So here we have cesium. Cesium is a group 1 metal. It's located about here. Cesium has a +1 charge. And phosphorus, which is located below nitrogen, has a 3 minus charge. So if we were to put these two together, we would have a 2 minus charge left over. And that's not what we want, right? So we need to make sure that our charge is balanced. And in order to do that, we need 3 extra cesiums than we do compared to phosphorus. So what we'll actually have is 3 cesium and 1 phosphorus. So CS3P. And it's written as a subscript. One way that I do it is I actually will take my charges and I will flip them down. So that way I know that I need 3 of cesium and 1 phosphorus. If they were to take these two and flip them down, and they're divisible by itself or by something else, then you can cancel them out and then it will just be 1 of them. What about with magnesium and aluminum? Well, magnesium is a 2 positive charge, and aluminum is a 3 positive charge. Well, when they go together, nothing's going to happen because they are both nonmetals. So no reaction will take place. Let's do another one, aluminum with oxygen. So aluminum, again, is 3 positive, and oxygen is 2 minus. So the O will go there, 3 will go down there, so we will have Al2O3. And last one, magnesium again has a 2 positive charge, and sulfur has a 2 minus charge, so they will go together as just MgS. Thanks for watching. If you have any specific videos, please feel free to email me. My link is below in the description.